Hello, my name is Rona. I'm a student support tutor here at NESCOL, and today's presentation will give you advice on how to deliver a confident presentation. So the first step is preparation. Start by looking closely at any guidelines you have been given. You may be told how you are expected to structure your presentation or key points you need to include. Then start researching your topic using websites, research studies, or books to inform you. If you're asked to include references, make sure you keep a note of the readings or web pages you used. Take time to create an engaging PowerPoint. You can watch our video, How to Create an Engaging PowerPoint, to help you get started. Preparing cue cards can help you deliver a fluent presentation without rambling or stuttering. Without cue cards, you may be tempted to read from your slides. Make sure you only include keywords or phrases on the cards to avoid reading from the text, and highlight any key points to remember. Ensure that the cue cards look neat and professional to those in the audience, as this will give a positive impression. And finally, you may want to consider adopting some techniques to engage your audience. You may ask your audience a question, use handouts, or include a short video. Structuring your presentation well helps your audience to follow the thread of your speech and take away your key points. Start by introducing your topic. For example, hello, my name is Rona, and today I'll be presenting on the effects of social media on mental health. Briefly mention what you're going to cover during the presentation. For example, firstly, I'm going to discuss a recent research study analysing the impact of social media use on mental health. I'll then speak about the implications of these findings, and finally, I'll discuss considerations for the future. It can be helpful to split the presentation into sections, such as the introduction, advantages, disadvantages, and conclusion. You can use your PowerPoint to help the audience follow this structure with a new slide to introduce the next section. If you're asked to include a slide for your bibliography or references, make sure this is added to the end of your presentation. And finally, finish your presentation by thanking your audience for listening and offering to answer any questions they have. Practice is so important to ensure your presentation is a success. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. A useful method is to record yourself giving your presentation and listening back to the recording. This will help you to identify if you're speaking too quickly, hesitating too much, rambling, and so on. It will also help you to see if your presentation is the required length. Recording yourself several times will help you to hear your progress as you become more fluent. You can also practice presenting to friends or family. They can help you identify if you're maintaining eye contact, using positive body language, and speaking confidently. You may even want to try practicing your presentation in the mirror, modifying your body language as you go. And finally, the Rehearse with Coach feature on Microsoft PowerPoint provides real-time feedback on your presentation, giving you some useful tips to improve. The night before your presentation, make sure you have everything prepared for the next day. Prepare the technology. Make sure you save a backup of your PowerPoint, such as emailing it to yourself or uploading it to a memory stick. Ensure that you know where it is saved so it can be easily retrieved on presentation day. If you're doing an online presentation, make sure you have access to the video chat link and either set up a Teams or Zoom background or tidy up your living space. Prepare your outfit. You won't need to look super smart unless you're giving a presentation as part of a job interview, but it can be worth taking a little extra time to consider your appearance on the day of the presentation. Work out what clothes you're going to wear the night before. Also, don't forget to double check your presentation time and location. And finally, try to get a good night's sleep the day before if you can. Presentations can be nerve-wracking, so here's a few tips to help you out. The most helpful way to calm your nerves is to prepare well for your presentation. Try to start your preparation as far in advance as you can to give yourself enough time to practice. Before your presentation, drink some water to clear your throat. Try to take some deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, breathe out through your mouth for 4 seconds, and rest for 4 seconds, repeating this a few times. This helps to slow your heart rate, helping you to feel calmer. You may also want to try to do some exercise or stretches, such as walking around the building or doing a few star jumps to get rid of any excess energy. And finally, some people find that listening to music helps to distract them from worrying about the presentation, particularly just before they need to start. And the day of the presentation. You may be really knowledgeable on your topic, but a big part of your presentation is how you engage with your audience. Try to start strongly. You may want to memorise the start of your presentation so that you begin confidently. For example, "Hello, my name is Rona, and today I'm going to be presenting about the effects of climate change." It is really important that you take your time and speak slowly and clearly during your presentation. Most people speak far too quickly, which makes it difficult for the audience to follow your key points. You're also more likely to speed up when you're nervous. Take pauses between sections and speak slower than you think you need to. Take time to practice speaking slowly in the days and weeks before your presentation so it starts to become more natural. Try to explain your points clearly and concisely. If you can, try not to ramble on, but focus on the key aspects that you need to mention. Also, emphasize key points and try to change your intonation. A monotone voice can be boring to listen to and doesn't help the audience identify the main points of your presentation. However, if you change your intonation, you can capture their attention. Using linking words such as firstly, in addition, finally, and also can help your speech flow. Eye contact is very important. You've probably heard this before, but don't underestimate its impact. Choosing some friendly faces to look at during your presentation helps you to build a connection with your audience. Looking down at your notes or reading from the board, however, makes you appear nervous. Smiling can help calm your nerves and make you appear confident and composed. Try to be aware of your facial expressions while presenting. Also, pay attention to your body language during your presentation. Playing with your hair or fidgeting can make you appear nervous, and crossing your arms can make you seem bored. Try to balance your weight evenly on both legs with your shoulders back. Use your arms to emphasize your key points and link your presentation to the key words on your PowerPoint. And finally, it is very important that you keep to the time allocated, as you may have points deducted for exceeding the time limit. You may be able to time yourself during the presentation. This can help you identify if you're running to time. And all the best with your presentation. Remember, presentations aren't easy, and the audience will expect you to have a few nerves. However, if you prepare well, you give yourself the best chance of success. For further support with your presentation, contact us at studentsupport@nesco.ac.uk.